Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Farisya Irdina binti Abdul Hakim, and I'm from DFE 1A.
My name is Nurain Izzati binti from DFE 1A.
So, firstly, I will explain about chapter 1, which is industrial safety. So, I will identify some hazards. So, let's go. So, first hazard that I identify, which is mechanical hazard. So, for mechanical hazard, it is when workers can be at risk of getting caught in a moving part or between the conveyor components, which is maybe their worker's body part can be stuck on the components, on the conveyor components. So it can lead to severe injuries such as their fingers cut off or any from their body part is missing, or and also can lead to death. So it is a very serious hazard that we need to have a proper guarding and warning sign or training for workers to practice so they can prevent from other things that dangerous for themselves. So it is a very important for us to identify this hazard first. So for the second hazard, which is a noise exposure. Okay, for a noise exposure, it happens when the installation of an operation of high capacity conveyor system in the sound factory. They can it can lead it can generate some noise at different levels. So all of the workers can exposure to the high noise level, so it can lead to hearing damage. So that's why employer need to provide them some hearing protection such as earmuff, so it can measure such a noise barrier or enclosure to reduce noise levels. So next is ergonomy hazard. So most of the time, workers can standing and sitting for a long time, so their body or their back can be very sore and hurt. So things like this can lead to musculoskeletal disorders, which is their back can be very hurt and they will be in pain. So that's why some company need to have ergonomic design considerations, proper training, and the use of assistive equipment for their workers. So the things like this can be minimized. So for the next hazard, which is electrical hazard. So for the electrical hazard, some conveyor system in a factory have a lot of wire and electrical component. So things like this can lead a risk to the workers to electric shock or fire. So that's why this hazard we need to identify, and the employer can ensuring proper electrical installation. So next is regular maintenance uh, for the conveyor system, so they can maintenance the wire and the component in likely in every month or once a year. So it can prevent from the anything injuries. So next is uh, employer also can providing some training as fire training for the workers so they can stand by and they have proper training for the situation for this kind of situation.
For chapter 2, which is control method, the first one is elimination and substitution. The recommended approaches involve eliminating hazardous elements, designing maintenance systems to prevent energized work, and replacing equipment with safe technology to minimize electrical hazard. For engineering controls, to control hazard, make physical changes to workplace such as installing barriers, installation and implementing automated systems to reduce manual interaction with electrical equipment. For third one, which is administrative control, to implement safety policies, clear lockout and tagout procedures for electrical work, establish and energize work permit system, and schedule regular equipment and inspection maintenance. And last one, which is personal protective equipment, PPE, ensure workers wear appropriate clothing and regularly inspect and maintain its to reduce hazards.
So for the next chapter is chapter 4. So in chapter 4 I will talk about food safety. So basically, in simple terms of food safety is when the food products are safe for consumption and free from contaminants and made establish quality standards for the food, so it can prevent from any bacteria or any uncontaminated things to food. So, for maintaining food safety, we can protect public health, building consumers' trust, and complying with regulatory requirements. Food safety are very important for nowadays because without food safety, everyone that consume any food products can lead to a serious sickness. So that's why food safety are very important. So for food safety, I have 4 points to elaborate for all of you. So let's talk about it. So for the first point is hazard analysis and critical control points, which is as known as HACCP. So what is HACCP? So HACCP is a systematic approach to identifying, evaluating and controlling food safety hazards at critical points in the food production process. It is a preventive system widely used in the food industry to ensure the safety of food products. So for the next point is good manufacturing practice. So as we can know is GMP certified. So the GMP certified is the minimum requirement for the methods, facilities and control used in the manufacturing, processing, baking or holding of food products. So every company that have GMP certifieds have a very high level of clean and have a very high level of control system. So it is a very good for a company to have this certified. So adhering to GMP, so it can helps prevent contamination and ensure the production of safe and high quality food. Okay, for the third point is foodborne pathogens. So identification and control of foodborne pathogens such as bacteria, virus, and parasites are crucial for preventing foodborne illness. So, we need a proper cooking, storage, and sanitation practice are essential to minimizing the risk of contaminations. So all the factory need to have their own cleaning schedules or their cleaning equipment after they are doing all the works. So it can prevent the foodborne pathogens from affect the foods. So to keep clean the part of the factory are very important, and we need to take it serious to make sure the food that we eat and produce are safe and clean. So last but not least is allergen management. So, effective allergen management is critical to prevent cross-contamination and allergy reaction. So, food manufacturer must clearly label allergen and product packaging and implement measures to avoid an unintentional allergen exposure. Okay, it is because not all the customer that consume our products that we produce are not allergic to the material that we use. So for this kind of customer, this type of customer, we need to have a proper labeling for them to recognize or know if our products have the material for them and the material that they are allergic or not. So it can help them to more careful with their intake, with their consume intakes. So the consumer can prevent the allergies to happen when we label the allergen the allergen material.
For chapter 5, which is health, we have four subtopics for conveyor system. The first one is effects on hazardous substance. Second one is noise hazard. Third one is dust hazard, and last one is environmental health. For effects on hazardous substance, we have the first one is carcinogenic. Carcinogens can potentially increase the risk of developing cancer. Second one is irritant. Exposure to irritant can lead to skin, eye, and impacting the health of workers. The third one is mutagenic. Exposure to mutagens may lead to genetic changes, which can have implications for individuals' health and future generations. And the last one is harmful and toxic. Ingestion, inhalation, and skin contact may result in adverse health effects. For noise and dust hazard, dust, the installation process may produce dust, especially if cutting, breathing, and other activities that are involved. Dust can be generated from materials such as metal, wood, and others. For noise, from the installation process may involve the use of heavy machinery, equipment, and tools, which can generate high level of noise. So this is some health risk for noise and dust. For noise, it can damage our hearing. It is also can increase our stress level when it's too noisy. And the last one is it can related to communication difficulties with loud noise. So to control it, we can use engineering control such as using soundproofing measure, And another one is PPE, such as using earmuff and earplugs. For dust, its health risk is respiratory issues and irritation of throat and eyes. And to control it, we can use engineering control also, such as dust extraction system and respiratory protection. So for environmental health, these are some factor and example of it. For the first one is waste generation. Cleaning conveyor system may result in wastewater with cleaning agent and contaminants. For energy consumption, regular maintain and optimize conveyor system to ensure energy efficient operation. For air emissions, it can separate to three different parts. For the first one is dust. Conveyor system and processing activities may generate dust and particulate matters. Second, odor. Food processing can produce odorous compound. And last one is greenhouse gas. Energy consumption and certain processing activities may contribute to greenhouse gas emissions.
Okay, I think that's all from us. Thank you for having your time for take look to our presentation. Um, and bye bye. Thank you.